mountain biking to me is just fun. Especially now, stepping away from racing. Yeah, it's good for fitness and all of that, but actually for me it's just kind of an escape. You get your highs and your lows in racing, but still, I think some of the best days are just with friends at home. When I was younger, like I literally wouldn't say hello to anyone. I would be scared to look people in the eye. I think racing's forced me to, you know, get out there, make friends, travel in, and I think, yeah, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I used to have panic attacks walking into towns and stuff. I would say I'm still a very shy person, but it's definitely helped me overcome that big time for sure. Over the last 20 years or so that I've been in the sport, it has just grown and grown and grown, which is so cool to see. Looking back, I didn't know any other female riders, but it wasn't even a thing back then. It wasn't until I started getting into racing that I kind of met a load more female riders, and there's a lot more companies pushing women's gear, women's bikes, and yeah, there's a lot more female riders just out there now, which is nice. World Champs was probably my best result. I think the thing for me is I never actually set out to achieve anything. That to me is pretty cool. I can look back and actually be happy with it. And yes, I would have loved to carried on and push myself that little bit more, but I completely burnt myself out and yeah, wasn't enjoying it anymore. So I was fighting for that title for maybe 3 or 4 years, like really pushing myself. To finally win it was a weird feeling. It was more of a relief that I'd actually finally got it done. Yeah, now looking back kind of says to me, it was like, why was I racing? You know, like I've pushed all of these years, and I think that's half the reason why I've kind of pulled myself away from it, because I was, I think, doing it for the wrong reasons almost. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed everything about it. And probably 2 years before I finished racing in the gym, just thinking, why am I here? Just like, you just get stuck in that routine. I guess like people go to work and they just don't like their job, and it's like, well, I don't have a choice, do I? I have to just do it. And it's like, yes, we all have a choice. We can all go out and we can do what we want. I got asked to coach a group of school kids when I used to live in Bath. I helped get a BMX track in Bath. Local school brought the kids to the BMX track and I coached them there, and I had no idea or like experience in coaching whatsoever, but I just kind of made something up, and at the end of the day I think I was more buzzing than the kids were when they left. It was just so cool to actually see all of these kids that have never rode a bike before kind of go around the track and actually just kind of fall in love with it. Yeah, it was cool to see them progress, and I think that just made me want to do a little bit more. I guess the biggest rider that I coach is Evie Richards, so she's just raced the Olympic cross country. Yeah, it's amazing helping someone at that level who's already at the top of her sport but wanting to push herself and push herself. I've only had 2 big injuries, and I snapped my arm in half, which was pretty major, and then smashing my head into the ground. And it wasn't one big injury, it was like multiple hits to my head. I had some serious concussion, which basically built up fluid on the back of my brain. Yeah, like I was struggling to speak, and I could think about stuff but couldn't process it out in words, and when I did speak it was all like muddled and crazy migraines, and my coach that I was with is pretty hot in concussion stuff, so without him I probably would still be in a mess. For me, looking forward, and definitely want to get back into a bit of racing, but just for fun. Like, I've got no interest in getting back to World Cup level, and also go back to the races as a coach. Like, that's kind of my biggest aim and what I want to try and achieve. So yeah, just having a little bit more fun and loving going out on the bike.